Andrew Tate says people will never truly be grateful for everything you do. And once you understand this, your entire mindset changes. Watch this full video carefully.
Gentlemen, nobody is ever going to be grateful for any of the things you do for them. They're never going to be grateful to the direct proportion of the size of the deed you have completed. They may say thankful, they may say thank you, they may be thankful for a few minutes, but by and large, you're going to massively outperform in regards to value given and gratitude received. You've already noticed this in your life. When you do something massive and monumental for somebody, they're happy with you for 10 to 15 minutes. They may mention it again in the future, but they're not grateful by and large. People are ungrateful. This is how humanity works. So you have to go through life doing good things for people to get self-generated happiness. Not for other people to be grateful, not for other people to say you're amazing, not for other people to kiss your ass. You need to do it because it makes you feel good because you did the right thing. This is what society is built on. Who is grateful for the people who gave up their lives for society? They gave the ultimate sacrifice, their lives, and we mention them once a year. Is that a fair exchange? No. Your girlfriend, you keep her alive, you pay her bills, you buy her handbags, you educate her, you stop her being a moron, you take her around the world, you protect her physically, you do all of this for her. Is she truly grateful to the same level of the investment you are putting in terms of time, energy, and money? Of course not. She's ungrateful. So why do you do it? You do it because it is your duty to do the right thing. I do so many things for people, knowing that I will never get the gratitude I deserve. It doesn't matter. I've decided that it's the right thing to do, and I am self-generating happiness because I've done the right thing. I'm not here to be taken advantage of, and I'm not an idiot. But if I decide to do something for someone, it's because I want to feel good and I don't expect anything back from them. If I lend somebody money, when I ask for it back, I'm the bad guy. So if someone asks to borrow money, I just say, here's the money. And I decided to just give them the money because they can keep it. Because I did it because I thought it was the right thing to do. I don't need them to say thank you. I don't need them to kiss my ass. I don't even need the money back. I just did it because it was the right thing to do. This is how you need to approach situations in your life. Because a lot of you find, I've had a lot of messages in the last few days, a lot of emails, a lot of people go to cobratate.com and they message the live chat and they're saying, I have all these things I'm doing for people and everyone's ungrateful. Don't do it for the gratitude. You don't need gratitude. We're men. You do it because in the end, the moral arc of the universe bends towards justice. In the end, karma is applied, both the good and the bad. This is how the world works. Now, there's a lot of arguments to the contrary. There's amazing good people who had bad things happen to them. However, the best way for you to approach your life doesn't necessarily have to be true. This is the real intellect. You don't want to go through life saying, this is what is true, so this is how I think. You want to go through life thinking, this is how I can be as competitive as possible, so this is the software from which my mind operates. I am as competitive as possible if I believe these things, whether they are true or false. I've talked about this before. If someone said they were about to shoot me in the chest, I would stand a higher chance of surviving if I believed I was bulletproof. If I was like, the bullet's gonna kill me, and then got shot, I believe I would die quicker than if I said, unfazed, and took the bullet. You'd be amazed what your mind can do. So you wanna operate inside of your head. Your software has to be deliberately programmed to give you the highest competitive advantage. So believing that the universe is always fair in the end, believing that karma always plays out in the end, gives you the highest competitive advantage. And for that reason, you're going to do nice things for people, even if they're not giving you gratitude in return. Your girlfriend leaves you. She cheated on you and she stole your money and she's a piece of shit. Instead of trying to get revenge, you believe karma is going to play out in the end. The universe is fair in the end. The moral arc of the universe bends towards justice. I'm just going to be me. I'm just going to focus on myself, keep winning, doing the right thing. You don't show much interest in her. You keep focusing on the gym and money. She sees you on Instagram winning. Then she begs for you back a year later. If you spam her all the time, don't go to the gym, don't work, spam her a bunch of insults, she's never going to chase you again. Believing that the karma, believing that the universe is going to fix everything if you just focus on doing the right things, actually made it come true. Your mind isn't about truth. Your mind is about winning. Your mind is about how do I operate to win. So if you're going through life doing good things for other people because you expect gratitude, because you want an ego boost, because you want to feel a little bit better about yourself, that is not the highest operating parameter. The highest operating parameter for your mind is that I do nice things because I want to do them. I do good things because I can do them. And in the end, the universe is going to pay me back. And you know what's crazy? It does. I truly believe it does. Although I see people like Charlie Kirk, amazing people who didn't deserve their fate, you sit and think, well, how can karma be real? How can karma be real when beautiful children are blown to pieces in Gaza? Surely this isn't real. The universe is so unfair. I understand that. But if I accept that the universe is unfair, then I can't win. And I'm here to win. So I believe it is fair. I believe the only reason I'm free from my Matrix attack is because I've helped so many of you. I've helped so many millions of young men get up, get rich, dedicate themselves, escape the slavery which has been bestowed upon them by women and misandrists and the Matrix and the system. I believe all that good energy, all of the people talking about me in conversations I didn't hear, all of the people saying Andrew Tate helped me, all of those negative organs that were being thrown at me by the Matrix were repelled by the positive organs of all the good I did in the world. This is what I believe. Which is why I am here as a billionaire, taking my time to talk to you for free, trying to help you. Forget gratitude. No one's ever going to be gracious for any of the things you've ever done for them. Nobody's ever going to appreciate you to the level you deserve to be appreciated. No one's ever going to see your brilliance. No one's ever going to see your sacrifice. Most fathers and men are going to 9 to 5s all day, every day, struggling, and they can't even get a coffee when they get in the house. You're never going to be appreciated because you're a man, but you do it because it is right. And you have accepted in your mind that if you do the right thing is done to you in the end. Perhaps you have to suffer some losses along the way. Perhaps there are lessons along the way. Perhaps it is difficult along the way, but that is just laying the ground for you to finally appreciate the good when you get it. You're not going to appreciate the good without the bad. You're not going to see the light without the dark. Everything bad that's happening to you is setting up your mind to appreciate the good. It's all good. It's all fair. You deserve every single drop of bad things that happen to you. You deserved it. So did I. You deserve all of the bad things that have ever happened to you. And you deserve all of the amazing things that are going to happen to you as well. And I promise, if you operate from this frame, if you think this way, if you forget about the notion of gratitude or appreciation or thanks, and you're just a good person. I'll give you a really simple example. Some of my ex-girlfriends I was really nice to, and they weren't thankful, but I was a nice guy. 10 years later, the police called them and tried to make them rat on me and put me in jail, and they're like, no, he was nice to me. I got paid back for the money I spent 10 years ago. I could have never seen it coming. I could have never anticipated. It wasn't tangible, but in the end, it paid off. The moral arc of the universe bends towards justice. Next time you leave your house, make people smile. If you saw my video with the jerk chicken, I bought everyone's dinner. Next time you go into McDonald's, pay for someone's food. What is it, $5, $10? Let's be good people. Start doing this all the time. Start being nice. Pay for someone's stuff, hold the door open, smile, be friendly, be a really nice guy, and you'll start to see your universe change. You're starting to see, wow, why am I more lucky? Why do I have more providence? Why am I winning like I didn't win before? What have I changed? My life is the same. I'm just going out there trying to do nice things. I'm not doing it for the gratitude. I'm doing it because it's the right thing to do. You're always going to be massively underappreciated as a man. You're always going to be massively underappreciated as a man. And the most masculine thing you can do is stand up and say, doesn't matter if you underappreciate me. I'm going to win anyway. You're not a fool. You're not here to be taken for granted. However, you are a man. And men, since the dawn of human time, have always made the ultimate sacrifices. And when we've made them, they were never appreciated the way they should have been. Any super chats, because I'm reading every super chat today, please send them now before I finish. But I want this to be remembered, gentlemen. There's something very feminine about the idea of gratitude. I did this for you, so you need to give me this. I did this for you, so you need to say thank you to me, lick my ass. I did this for you, so you need to be really nice to me. This is the feminine frame. Men just win. We just win. We just build empires. We just build worlds. We build environments. We built society. We built Bangkok, Bangladesh, Baghdad, Baltimore. We built all of it. Men build everything. People come into our world. Women enter my world. I meet a girl, a beautiful woman in Marbella. And then she says, you have all these other girlfriends. I say, yes. But I don't want you to. Then leave my world. This is my world. These are my cars. These are my houses. This is my yacht. These are my jets. This is my fame, my money, my world. You can leave. I'm not a human trafficker. You can leave. But if you stay, it's going to be my rule set in my world that I built. That's what men do. And you know what happened when I was building all this? When I was working long sleepless nights, when I was suffering in Romanian jail, when I was buying the houses, when I was sorting out the additional passports for the mothers of my kids, when I was dealing with the tax authorities, when I was struggling all day, fighting the media, fighting the matrix, when I was doing all of this, who said thank you? Nobody. But now I have the empire. Now I have the empire. The universe gave me the empire. I'm the most famous man on the fucking planet. The universe paid me back. It always will. And I only had the gumption, determination, and motivation and persistence to achieve all of this because I knew in the end it would be given to me. There has never been a man in human history who went to the gym and tried as hard as he could and ate right and trained really hard and didn't get in shape. If you dedicate yourself, the universe will give you what you're working for. It's that simple. It's the same in the real world. It's the same in the war room. If you join and follow the instructions, you do not quit, you do not give up, you cannot be demotivated, you cannot be distracted. Your silly ex-girlfriend's not going to convince you to give up. Nobody's going to convince you to give up. You're a winner, you're here, you don't need thank you, you don't need anyone to say you're doing a good job, you're not a fucking toddler, you're a man, you're going to dedicate yourself, work. In the end, you will have everything you've ever dreamed of. You will have the Bugattis and the Paganis and the Koenigseggs and the jets and the yachts and the houses and the fame. And I know because that's what I did. Say thank you to yourself for doing the right thing. Look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm glad I did that. Nobody else appreciated me, but I appreciate myself for doing the right thing. Thank you. I thank myself for my wins. I don't need anybody else to say anything to me.